because it's week 2, but it really feels like week 1 of the Diddy trial going on up in New York. Yep. I can honestly say week 1 sucked. It was just a bunch of jury deliberations and selections. But damn, this week, I found out a hell of a lot more from Cassie than I really expected to find out. Just each day, there's a new revelation that's got to like, ew.
When she describes a freak off where Diddy and another man, an escort, are standing on top of her while she is laying on the floor high off of, and they are on her face to the point where she is choking on their pee.
So first, we find out, what was it, on Monday, about the whole water sports going on. Yep. So we find out that there's an escort, a male escort, that Diddy apparently had hired for these freak-offs.
Actually, it's both of them.
Yeah, well, both of them hired.
Both of them.
Yeah, and we find out that this guy is on Cassie, and in her mouth. And of course, we're thinking, wow, Diddy's pretty dirty to make his girl do this, until we realized the escort said Cassie requested this. Special request. Sort of like a DJ at a party. Yeah, special request. We're going to shout out Cassie with this one. And then he just started in her mouth. I thought that was disgusting. And every day, it just seems like there's more disgusting behavior that's reprehensible, but that's not fitting the charges.
Teach his own, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you like to do, that's what you like to do.
Some
but
freak shit.
Yeah, it just showed that they was some freaky But at the end of the day, so far, they trying to paint him like he's a monster and stuff like that. Like he manipulated her and all this, and would it all actually come out to be that she enjoyed it herself and she was in cooperation in picking the freak offs, and on top of that, when she left him multiple times, she still participated in the freak offs.
Yeah, that's crazy, because she was like worshipped by Ryan Leslie, and Ryan Leslie really loved that girl. And then he introduced her to Diddy, and she was just kind of like, "Screw you, Ryan Leslie.
Right, I
want to go where it's popping."
Right, you already see where the intentions coming at. She saw dollar signs. You feel what I'm saying? She upgraded. Then on top of that, you left Diddy twice. No, you left him. Yeah, you participated in freak offs 2 different times when you're supposed to be in a relationship with someone else. That don't sound like somebody that's abusive to me. That's my cold cut opinion.
No, I fully agree with you. It's just there's just so many he said, she said moments in this situation.
But they actually got text messages of her corresponding with Diddy. Then on top of that, see, ain't nobody want to keep it real now. Now it's coming out. That day that she supposedly had ran out the room and he beat her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was having drug withdrawals, and stuff like that. So
the day of the hotel surveillance video. That day at the hotel was days before the premiere of one of her first major movies, The Perfect Match. Cassie testified that she agreed to one more freak off that week, but not because she wanted to, but as damage control. She had a session, Diddy went into the shower, and she thought that was the perfect time to escape, and that's why you see her running without her shoes on.
Yeah, she admitted to an addiction with what?
Yeah, so if she's admitting this in court, on top of that, you know what I'm saying? People need to listen to what she's saying out of her mouth. She's saying, even though we see that he's hitting on her, beating on her and stuff like that, you feel what I'm saying? It's everything that's leading up to it. And then on top of that, she admitted it, moving to LA close to his family, you feel what I'm saying? Which it coming out that she was jealous and worried about him being back with Kim Porter or any other woman. She didn't want that. So again, where in the first day when she was talking about getting peed on and everything, all over the internet you can see like, oh my God, he's a monster. He should be locked away forever and blah, blah, blah. Then as the next day come across, oh, she willingly participated. And she was a jealous type.
Yes.
Anybody that's jealous normally can start and create a physical confrontation.
Yeah, so we're finding out a lot about Cassie as well as Diddy. Of course, this week was focused on mainly Cassie and her testimony against Diddy. And from my understanding, witness number 2 is going to be tomorrow, which is Don Richard. Is that what her name is? Every time they spell it Richard, but every time I hear somebody say it, they go Richard. And I'm like, what the hell is that?
We'll hear somebody pronounce it tomorrow correctly.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to hearing the correct pronunciation of Don Richard's name tomorrow, or Richard. So, yeah. One question I did have to ask. Do you think her husband knew about the wet play during the Diddy freak-offs?
No. That's why he stormed out of the damn.
He stormed
He
out.
stormed out of there. He ain't knew none about that shit.
Oh, I didn't hear about him storming out.
She participated. She was a jealous type, and those of us who experience women or men that's the jealous type, they're usually physical. They're abusive. You know what I'm saying? They do some wild out shit. You feel what I'm saying? So the only thing that come out of this that him and her was a freak. That was it.
Yeah.
He liked to have the damn
spray on his stomach and squeezed on his.
This is the remix special delivery.
See what I'm saying? So the whole thing is we just found out that both of them freaky as hell. That's it.
Yeah. Shout out to Charles in the chat.
Shout out Charles.
Diddy is a weird dude. He hung Wale over a balcony just for talking to Cassie, but he was hiring male prostitutes to have with her. That's nuts. That's because he didn't want people Cassie for free.
Right.
That's really what it was. He's like, nah. You gotta pay.
So again, like I said, as of now, it's too much stuff.
Joke.
It just paint him that he's a freak. That's it.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Which if you got freak offs, what you think gonna pop off? Freaky ass shit.
Freaky
We
shit.
just getting descriptive shit of what's actually going on when technically it's been said. Cat Williams shit about the dark rooms and shit like that. All that blah blah blah. So again, but this is nothing that hasn't been going on in high society before.
Exactly. So, of course, the central focus this week has been on Cassie's emotional and graphic testimony.
And she's pregnant. So
with her third baby by a husband who's probably going to make her a single mom. So, ladies, it happens on the white side.
I don't know now. She got $30 million. He ain't probably going no damn well.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that
money.
Right.
Yeah. You're like, damn, I was kissing you. You been getting in your mouth and shit like that.
Okay, so this leads to another question. Would you wife up the neighborhood jump off if she stumbled upon $30 million?
Would.
Nah, I know a lot that wifed up the neighborhood jump off for free.
Exactly. So if she got $30 million, you ain't going nowhere. You just make sure you get some of that damn money.
Yeah. So yeah. That's crazy. She got what? How many millions did Diddy give her?
30 million.
30 million, and nobody needed to know you got pissed on in the mouth. And you could have had 30 million, and nobody would know you was pissy. But yeah, the central focus this week has been on the emotional and graphic testimony of Cassie. She has been detailing allegations of abuse, control, and exploitation during this relationship.
Which is shattered.
Yeah. And there was the cross-examining of Cassie today, and it looks like it will continue into next week. And it looks like it's aimed at just focusing on the nature of the relationship.
The allegation pretty much proving that she was a part of that shit. It wasn't painted like how the prosecutor is trying to paint it.
Yeah, so in addition to that, some more revelations were revealed, of course, was the explicit drug use between her and Diddy. I didn't know Diddy was on all that shit. Opioids, ecstasy, all different types of stuff. They were having mentions of withdrawals.
And this is the reason why doing all that freaky ass shit.
Yeah, you got to be out your mind to get peed on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a sober activity.
Exactly. So,
Boy, what kind of drug does it you have to take to make it green light to get peed on?
I mean,
I want to stay away from that drug.
I'm talking about if you want some shrooms now. I mean, if you eat enough damn shrooms, and you remember they saying they be on this shit for hours, days. Remember, they're not normal people. So,
Yeah, so there was a lot of specific questioning regarding those explicit text messages as well. There was plenty of times where Cassie was sending Diddy explicit text messages, basically saying she was excited about the freak offs and very giddy and happy about it. In addition to that, there was the mention of Cassie breaking up with Diddy and dating people like rapper Kid Cudi, and Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. Oddly enough, starring in the movie Sinners. And looks like there was some sinning going on. They questioned her use about a burner phone she had to use to communicate with Kid Cudi. And she felt justified in cheating because Combs was allegedly cheating too. So, yeah, now, number one, that lets you know Cassie's toxic.
Right.
Because, you know, if you cheat on somebody because they cheated on you,
you
you're
toxic as hell. So if you toxic, you are the aggressor. I've been around toxic people. They are clearly aggressive. They'll sit here, instigate shit. Then once you match the energy and overpower, then they play victim. You feel what I'm saying?
So she did bring up they did cross-examine her in regards to that 2016 hotel incident that you mentioned. They showed text exchange right before the incident, and it suggested that Cassie encouraged the meeting with an ex-escort. And she also testified that she could tell from the text that Diddy wanted to freak off, and she just wanted to get it over with to avoid issues before a movie premiere. Damn, that's cold-blooded. So, yeah, it just sounds like she was just like, let's get this over with so we can go watch a movie. And that kind of reminds me of a couple of dates. So, in regards to that hotel incident, it was also suggested that she and Diddy may have taken a bad batch of MDMA that night, which could have possibly led to the violence that happened on camera between them. And Charles is saying it sounds like there may have been some complicity in the racketeering part. Do y'all think that they will bring her up on charges as well because she was No.
The whole thing she's up there for is they want
immunity.
Right, she got immunity for that shit, and then on top of that, they just trying to hit the emotional state on the media, the lynch mob that's on online lynch mob, and the actual victims that has actually been abused, and they're trying to play on the sensitivity of the jurors. So she just up there just to play on people's sensitivity.
Pretty much. Personally, I think Cassie is granted some level of immunity because they want Diddy. And they want to take Diddy down. So when you think about it, this is a woman that just got $30 million and took a significant portion of some of Diddy's wealth. So by all means, there are a lot of people who like her for that.
Right.
They want to take Diddy down, and she did her part because of her, Diddy has a negative image now with the public. And no matter what happens with this trial, his career is done after this.
I don't think so.
I think to a degree. I mean, he's not going to have endorsements.
And like what's being said, this was a money grab. If Diddy took her serious about that damn book, we wouldn't even be talking about this shit right now. And the reason why the Fed started the damn case was based off of her civil lawsuit. Her civil lawsuit and how fast he had paid that shit, that triggered everybody else who wanted something of Diddy, who had a gripe with Diddy, to let me go ahead and jump on the bandwagon, and hopefully he'll go ahead and pay me out. That's all.
Yeah. Yo, Charles said if Diddy beats this case, he's gonna go on Club Shay Shay.
You know what?
Yeah.
And then Club Shay Shay gonna get the highest ratings of
ever.
of
That's
all
gonna
time.
be the Cat Williams episode.
It'll put Cat Williams to shame.
Boy, that's gonna be the most guiltiest episode of the Club Shay Shay ever. Just two with goddamn
Four
cases on them, exchanging tips and shit.
So
Exchanging lawyers and shit like baseball cards.
that's all. Shit.